Welcome back, Knights of Apollo, to another glorious Rome 2 Siege battle. Today you are going to witness a 4v4 siege on an unfortified settlement. Now, looking at the armies, starting with the attackers, we have Bactria, the Seleucids, Armenia, and last but certainly not least, Epirus. Now, on the defending side of today's battle, we have Syracuse, Pergamon, Parthia, and Pontus. So let's go ahead and dive into this battle and get this one started. So here we are on the battlefield, and it looks like it's going to begin with some artillery bombardment, which you can see the Greek ballistas here looking nice, opening fire. And I think they're actually going to take some returning fire, because there is a Syracuse ballista that it's about to open fire on them. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the army placement here really quick. So we have Bactria attacking this side. Over in this middle area is a small Seleucid force with artillery. We have Epirus next to that artillery with their artillery. We have the main Seleucid army mixed in with Armenia. And then finally, we have Epirus way on this right flank from their perspective. From the defending side, we have Pontus, who is holding the center area. We have Syracuse kind of watching over Bactria. And then they've got a lot of reserves. And then we got Pergamon, who's probably focusing a lot of his troops over on this side. I can imagine that Pergamon's going to be more of a support player in this battle because they don't have a lot of troops in the front line. So usually they'll just shift around troops and stuff. And then we also have Parthia, which they have a catapult or an onager over here. But they also have some cav that are running out mixed in with Pergamon. So you can see he's got some royal cataphracts moving out, and they look really cool, right? Well, we are using a mod today. It is called Cebides Unit Roster Overhaul. So it doesn't change anything necessarily to the game mechanics or anything, but it does add some new units, like these Royal Peltis. I believe these are new. Oh god, I hope they're new. And then we also have the Bactrian infantry. These guys look pretty new to me as well. Medium spear infantry. I don't play Bactria that much, so maybe they're not, but I'm pretty sure they are. We also have some archers, the Chimera archers. They're pretty cool. They've got these nice skin shields here. Anyways, you're gonna see a lot of new units here and there on the battlefield, which is gonna be pretty cool. It's a pretty beautiful mod. And speaking of beautiful, today's video is sponsored by Displate. Do you have a bare, disgusting wall that needs some beauty? Well, thanks to Displate's posters, you can change that. Oh, did I mention that these are metal posters? Yeah, that's right. No more rips, wrinkles, or holes. These are well-made posters that are super easy to install. Simply clean the wall, add a protective leaf, stick the magnet on, and hang your Displate poster. No need for hammers and nails. Displate has a huge catalog of beautiful artwork ranging from gorgeous landscapes, historical images, city maps, video games, and so much more. But my personal favorite is the Kingdom Come Deliverance Collection. We all know that Kingdom Come is one of the most beautiful games ever created, and now you can have that beauty on your very own walls. If you look in the video description, there is a link that will take you to my personal collection of my favorite posters, and even better yet, there is a personal discount code just for my viewers. Simply use Pixelated15 at checkout. But wait, there's more. There's also a special promotion going on right now till the 17th of November. If you buy 1 to 2 posters, you get 25% off. Or if you buy 3 posters or more, you get 33% off by using the code EARLYBF. So fix that bare, disgusting wall and get yourself a beautiful Displate metal poster. Okay, so here we are. We have Bactria pushing up some infantry. And really quick, I just want to say about that display, that early bird special, that ends very soon. So if you guys are thinking about getting a poster soon, I would definitely recommend you do it before the 17th so you can get that early bird discount. Anyways, it looks like Bactria is going to be the first to make a move here. It is getting a little framey a little bit. I don't know why, but Bactria is setting up here. He's got some thorax swords leading the way. Now we've got a ton of just these rock bed defenses, which is definitely going to slow down the infantry. And then waiting for them to charge them, we got the thorough spears of Syracuse, which have fantastic javelin capabilities, which you're seeing right there against Bactria. Now Bactria decides to fall back a little bit, trying to, I assume, nerf a little bit of that volley from the spears. So they're kind of holding their position, maybe waiting for archers to get in place. We also have Bactria sending over some cav because I think they're a little worried about the Parthia cav, which looks so sexy. Look at these guys. Look at that purple in like white silver. God, that's good. So yeah, they're headed over and they're gonna try to do some harassment, I assume. I like this combo of heavy and light cav next to each other, or medium. So they might be able to, you know, maneuver around different tactics and try to use the speed of the medium cav to get to archers and use the Royal Cataphracts as a bit of a shock, like I'll run through anything you have kind of thing. Over in the center, we have Armenia sending up some Armenian infantry. So they're medium spear infantry, so they're just kind of waiting in position. And this is no surprise right here whatsoever. The Seleucids are moving up some archers, some mercenary archer or Syrian heavy archers mixed in with the Cretan archers. So they're moving them up, and that's exactly what you need to do in these unfortified settlements. You don't have walls, so you know, the defenders don't have walls, and the attackers don't have to deal with walls, so you're going to be able to get some good hits from your archers just firing over these buildings and doing some damage. But it's going to be a skirmish battle at the beginning. These battles tend to be, it's funny, it's like you would think wall battles would be a little bit slower pace, but these battles can, at the start, can be a little slower pace because of the skirmishing capabilities that you can do on these maps, and I think that's what we're seeing right here. Now, have they opened fire yet? No, they're holding fire. They might be looking for good targets to go for, but they're really just seeing what the enemy has, looking for cav, making sure they can't do any sneaky cav attack. And now, yep, there goes Bactria sending over their cav. I'm actually kind of surprised that the attackers don't have that much cav. Now, we've got 2 units from Armenia. They've got their Eastern Cataphracts. So they've got a couple good units. Bactria has 2 units, including the general, and then Epirus has a general cav unit. But, I mean, that's it. I mean, usually I always assume that a lot of cav play is going to happen in these battles because of how open it is. And now the artillery is having a bit of a battle here, and the Bactria artillery is down to 2 Greek giant ballistas. And I think they're trying to kill the... Oh, wow. Okay, Syracuse is kind of owning them right now with this artillery. Look at that. Just opening fire. Trying to take out what's left of this artillery. Oh! Now the good news is that... Is this a pike unit? Oh my goodness. Bactria, why? Bactria sent a pike unit behind their artillery, and because of it, they're getting the, you know, the shots that are going over the artillery and just hitting them. And, oh, they keep hitting the destroyed one. There we go. There's a long one. See, nope, not going to hit these warriors, these archers. And oh, here we go. We've got our first infantry collision here. We've got some Seleucid legionaries going against the Pontic legionaries. So a nice front line going on here. You can see reinforcements are coming in. It looks like we've got some barbarian mercenaries fighting for Pontus as well. Let's see, what are these boys? It looks like more Pontus legionaries. And they're actually calling the retreat here a little bit. So they're actually falling back, and the Seleucids are going to pursue. Look at that. They've abandoned that front line, which is a little surprising. There we go. There's another clash of infantry. happening with the Seleucid legionaries against the Pontic legionaries. Again, I think those are two units. Oh my God, nudits. Oh my God, 2 new units for both factions. I was mixing new and units, and you got nunits. So a nice little clash. I guess the defenders wanted to get away from those rocks that might have been disrupting their formation, but they're doing a little like hit and run. Look at that. They're just constantly backing away from the Seleucids. And, you know, you got to kind of look at this and be like, is this a trap? Is this a trap right here? Because they're just constantly falling back. And I think they're just going to the safety of these streets over here. So you got this street here and then this street here. That's going to be able to be, you know, it's going to be tighter in these choke points. And they're probably going to be able to hold a little bit more effectively. And now the Seleucids are sending in 2 units of thorough spears. Probably going to use their javelin capabilities here to try to, you know, soften up some of the defenders, use the distance a little bit. So there they go, marching forward to reinforce the progress that the Seleucid legionaries have made. Over here, we've got a couple units, Bactrian infantry, moving around. Let's see, he's got some Bactrian noble horse. I think they're going to go for this little back area over here, but the defenders are ready for it. They've got the bedrock set up there. So, oh my God, cav play. Okay, sorry about this. Bactria fighting off the Royal Cataphracts. And then we've got Cataphract v Cataphract over here. Look at these big old axes just chopping at each other, maces. It's pretty nasty. This is like medieval knights going at it, essentially. And Armenia is going to... Well, let's see. No, I'm sorry. That's Parthia pushing for this this general of Epirus. And now, okay, I think they did a good job here. We do have some Pergamon cav that made in the back ranks. A lot of friendly fire going on as they try to take out that cav, but he was going for the archers over there, and I think they were able to contain this cav charge very effectively. Now we have Bactrian Royal Cavalry trying to get around, probably going to surround this this Cataphract unit. And now, oh, Epirus is setting up infantry to support with this engagement. Very nice. Very nice. Now we got Cav charging in, Bactrian Royal Cav. They're finally closing in, surrounding the Royal Cataphracts, and I think that's pretty much going to be it for that Cav charge. They just weren't able to accomplish too much. Sure, they did some damage to the, you know, the attacking cav, so that's always helpful. I think they took out some archers, but not enough to be super beneficial. Like, they took out 20 archers, which is nothing, because archers, you know, they don't need necessarily numbers. I mean, numbers help, but as long as they have ammo, they're going to be effective, no matter how big or small the unit is. So yeah, that's going to clean up most of that cav there, and we're going to go back to this main infantry fight where the Seleucids are still pushing against Pontus. And Pontus sending in more reinforcements. You can see the thorough spears just letting loose their jabbies there. Same thing over here. We've got the Seleucid legionaries. Oh wait, and this is Armenia. Armenia has sent in some of their infantry to support the Seleucid advance. And then, of course, the spears right behind them, trying to support them with the projectiles. But I'm sure these spears will charge in soon enough. Meanwhile, while that's going on, we do have Bactria doing the same thing, making a push on these thorough spears from Syracuse. So they are making their stand right here. They're fighting the good fight. We got reinforcements walking up. They got troops standing on rubble or rocks over there. That's the rubble of the market. See, this is the best spot right here. You're under some shade. You got some fresh fruit right in front of you. You're not in the front line. It's nice. So a nice little fight there, indeed. And they're going to keep fighting for this point. Let's see if Bactria is committed over to this side. They have not yet. We can see more of Parthia's infantry force, which we got Eastern Light Swordsmen. So they're kind of holding this back line. And let's see how things are going on here. It looks like they are starting to make some progress here. The attackers breaking through Pontus's Pontic legionaries. So I'm curious. And here comes Armenia charging in. Oh, getting hit with arrows as they charge in, but most of them do make it to this front line. Oh, and he guts a man. You might want to stay low, lay low after this battle. Just killed a man. And these two forces are eager to hold on to this point, and Pergamon, I believe, is sending in reinforcements. Yes, they are. That is the Pergamoni Marines. Pergamon's Marines there going in to hold this line. Not willing to give this up, and the Seleucids are going to have to commit more men to this fight because they are starting to break over in this side of the battle. Armenian swordsman holding. Armenian. I always want to say Minion. Armenian. It's Armenian. Whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to get hung up about it. Thorax swordsman still going ham against these thorough spears. It's a tough fight. And the Syracuse has sent in some thorax swordsmen as well to try to match their swordsmen, and it's definitely working. Excellent, excellent fight there. There goes the swordsman, Armenian swordsman, going in for the charge against these thorax swords of Pergamon. And I assume they're going to keep on pushing in more troops through this opening here. Now we do have a flanking force of archers, and I think what they're going to try to do here is use these guard archers. Look at these guys. Oh my god. Look at these weapons. Got blunt and axe weapons. Beautiful. But they're probably going to switch to their bows here soon and probably try to reach. I don't know if they can fire all these buildings, but try to reach the archers of Pontus. Look at these guys. Cool. So I'm curious if they're going to see if they can reach. No, they're not opening fire. Maybe these holding fire. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens with those archers. And here comes Epirus pushing on Parthia's defensive position. Now these elephants coming in. We got Indian armored elephants. Look at these guys. They are pushing in and going after these Epirate Manpular infantry, which looks like a heavy melee infantry. So trying to take them out. Good use of the elephants. They are running amok, but they've only really killed their own, like the enemy. And because they're running amok, we have Parthia. They're like, oh crap, fall back, and they. Good thing the elephants turned the other way, and now going to keep fighting. Oh my god, that is nasty. Look at that. You can see. Oh, there's more elephants back there. Holy Parthia, man. Oh my god. And the elephants are just wrecking right now. Wow. These elephants have just slaughtered the Epirot army here. Look at that. They're both running amok, but look at, they're running perfectly towards enemies. They're going after the archers. Man, what a fight. What a fight. Beautiful use of elephants. I'm really impressed how deadly they've been in this battle. Just absolutely dominating the Epirot army. Epirot army, whatever, however you pronounce it. But yeah, that's kind of tragic for Epirus. And the balance of power, guys, is in favor of the defenders. This has been a tough siege for the attackers here. Oh, and this ferocious fight going on in the front line. They are setting up reserves, waiting for their call to be called into action. So yeah, they are fighting the good fight, guys. It's really, really intense for this area, and Armenia is sending in as many troops as possible to try to break through here. Bactria on the other over here on the other side, still fighting their hearts out, trying to get through this point as well. Let's see, have they committed troops over to this side? No, they haven't. They actually, I think they sent back the troops over here. These are the troops that were maneuvering around, maybe. They still have some Bactrian Noble Horse over here. But this is going to be tough. I mean, this is a tough, unfortified settlement. They are breaking some Syracuse units over here, so this might actually be the first big push from the attackers. But Syracuse sending in reinforcements. We got mercenary Etruscan hoplites that are coming in to support this front line, and they certainly are going to do that. Hoplites very good at holding positions. Oh, but look at this gap right here. Oh my god, we have Yavian Royal Peltis charging in through the gap. And we have more we got picked hoplites, an elite unit of hoplites ready to hold and hopefully plug up that gap. Got archers now moving up, trying to skirmish down the defenders. Looks like they're going after the hoplites. The hoplites have kind of turned their side to the archers, and these are easy targets. There they go. Now they're going to focus on... Oh, wait, no, their backs are turning to the archers. So look at that bold push by these Royal Peltis, but Bactria is definitely going to need to send up more reinforcements, and they do. They've got even more Royal Peltis going through the gap. And there we go, that flank, because it's exposed, causing some fear for the Thorax Swordsmen. We're holding off against these Bactrian Thorax Swordsmen. Now these archers are getting really close. Are they already out of ammo? I guess they are, because it looks like they're going into melee. And Bactria is just giving it their all to try to break through here. Back over this way, the fight is still holding. We have Pontus who's still holding very effectively against the attackers in the center. And then poor Epirus have taken so many casualties. They still have a solid force, though. They still have a force that they need to be concerned about. Look at these pikemen. Oh my god. They look so good. It's that Epirus like orange armor in the red that looks so fresh. So yeah, they look really good. And then they have their main force here. And I think they're just trying to... And now Parthia, I can imagine, probably has a small army because they did bring two very powerful elephants, like 2 units of them. So I can imagine that this is not, going to be a huge force defending this flank. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's focus on the main battles here, though, where we got a lot of breaking going on for both sides. It looks like Armenia and Pergamon were both breaking, but they both recover. And now the artillery is opening fire. Look at this! The artillery hitting the flank of these troops. So very good teamwork there. He saw, hey, you know what? They're angled perfectly where I could fire the artillery and do some damage against these archers, which I think this is a new... Oh, there it comes. Oh! Using those fire ammo rounds. Now, I've spoken to some really good players about what kind of artillery rounds you should use when going after infantry. And a lot of people, they just assume explosive rounds, but actually the fire rounds or even standard rounds are better because they roll. The explosive rounds, they just blow up, right? So if you slightly miss, but the shot rolls into the unit, it will still get some kills. So it's really good at initially hitting enemies and then rolling and getting those extra kills. So yeah, a little fun little tip right there. So yeah, huge. Look at this. This has just erupted into this huge melee of just the front line is no longer established. It is just chaos. Just chaos. And it's a little confusing because Bactria and Syracuse look fairly similar. So it is kind of hard to tell who's winning without turning on the HUD. These hoplites trying to push back Bactria. Get it? Push back Bactria? So yeah, they're doing a good job. And then Pergamon's over here with reinforcements. I mean, you can tell that Bactria is causing some issues for the defenders because Pontus, Parthia, Pergamon, they are all sending reinforcements to help with this fight. And maybe that will clear up some of the center. Which Armenia is, why do I struggle with that word? They are faction name. They are pushing up. They still have a decent amount of reserves, but they're starting to push up archers, and the defenders are about to do the same. They have been hanging back with their archers, or skirmishers. These are actually, what are these, Peltis? Yeah, picked Peltis. We also have some archers over here, so yeah, they are just now moving up some fresh skirmishers to help with this battle. And you can tell these men got to be nervous. You know, they're just sitting back there near the inner keep of the settlement, hoping that they don't have to fight. And, you know, they get called up, and they're like, all right, archers, move in. And they just hope that enemy archers aren't waiting for them. So they're opening fire, I assume trying to skirmish down the incoming reinforcements. Back over this way, Epirus is still not engaged, but I think he's just taking his time, making Pontus commit to this defense so he can't peel troops back over to the other parts of the battle, and just hanging back. Epirus is hanging back until their allies start making more aggressive pushes. And oh, what do we have here? We've got Indian armored elephants, and that might be why we saw the defenders push up their skirmishers, because these Indian elephants are moving up, and they most likely will try to make a path through this defense. And we also have some cav trying to get through these rocks, but it's slowing them down. I think they see a little gap here, and I think that's why they're rushing in the cav. But will they be able to get through these defenses before the defenders are able to plug up that gap? Alright, we have throw spears moving up. The Seleucids starting to waver over here a little bit. They've got their Seleucid legionaries against the Cryzinsian swordmen. And there we go. There's that gap, and they're going for the archers. They are going for the archers. Good aggressive push by Bactria. Love those shields too, by the way. And they're going to keep going. They are going to keep moving. I love it. Little pinball action. Hitting one target and moving to the next one. So they're trying to rush to the back lines, trying to clean up these archers. Pergamon sending in reinforcements. They got more swordsmen. But this might be a good time to rush in the elephants, because the archers are getting, you know, they're getting focused down by this cav. And now we have the general of Pontus coming over. It's a spear unit trying to come over and support with that cav. Let's go ahead and look over on this side and see that Bactria is actually getting pushed back. They are getting pushed back right now. And it's a tough fight for them. So I think Bactria is going to do the same thing what Epirus is doing. Just hang back a little bit and wait for this force to push in. The balance of power is still fairly even, but I would say it's in favor of the defenders, which is not good for an attacking army. And here we go. Look at this. The elephants, they've got to make their way through these rocks. So frustrating, but you know, it's part of the game. You got to set up your deployables, use everything you can in your advantage. And now Syracuse has sent up some pikemen. And here comes the elephants, guys. Oh my god. That is crazy. The elephants going in. Got the archers on the top, trying to skirmish down enemies. Oh! Did you see those projectiles come in? And they're going to muscle their way through to get to the enemy archers, and this is not looking good. I mean, these elephants, they've got a long way to go to get to these archers. They might run amok. They might be running amok right now, which they aren't, but they will. Oh, there goes the trample ability. And there they go. They've made it to the archers. The elephants are deep in enemy territory, going after the skirmishers, trying to get them off the battlefield. And there we go. They're actually causing a lot of break. Now they're running amok, but that's okay. They're headed straight for enemies. But they might be... no, yeah, they are headed towards pikemen. Now they're shifting. Oh my god. This is huge. They just got to keep going. Keep freaking out. You're running right through enemies. Will they get enough kills, though, to make this elephant unit worth it? Well, they ran into some pikemen who didn't have their pikes out right away. Oh my god. Oh! It would be cool to see the archers on the top die, but the elephant keeps going. And oh my god, archers are just focusing fire on these elephants. But what does it matter with fire arrows, because they're already running amok. They're already causing havoc in these back lines. So fire ammo, I mean, I don't think it's going to kill them any quicker. You might want to just use standard shot. Be more accurate. The elephants are still running around. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh. That is so awesome. It always reminds me of a Alexander the Great movie when they push into India and fight that battle with all the elephants. Forgot the name of the battle. But because of all that chaos, all of that chaos with the elephants, look who's pushing through. We have Armenia and we have the Seleucids pushing through. And Bactria is even pushing through. My goodness, causing a huge rout from the defenders. And just like that, the balance of power, I would say, is a little bit closer to even now. I think the attackers definitely got a little bit of an advantage there. And same thing over here. During that chaos of the elephant charge, Epirus has broken through Parthia's defense. Now it looks like they're trying to hunt down some Parthian royal archers. Look at these guys. Like the cheetah skins. I know this is a video game and whatnot, but sometimes I feel bad, like, thinking about all the cheetahs they'd have to kill to wear these little cloaks. Sad. Makes me feel sad. Meanwhile, we're watching thousands of people kill each other, but, you know, think of the cheetahs. But huge push by Epirus trying to break through, and this battle is just kind of turning upside down, where the attackers, like, it seemed like they weren't getting any ground, they weren't having any luck trying to break through, and now they are just causing chaos and they're ripping through the defenses. Now we have artillery opening fire on the Roman forces who are holding back here. And we've got Seleucids moving in, trying to support the Epirus ally, their Epirot ally. Attacking these Parthian royal archers, getting them off the battlefield. Parthia's got a couple units back here. I assume they returned from routing. These Eastern Light Swordsmen, I can't imagine, are too good. And this guy looks familiar. Alright, so, yeah, I think they're going to easily clean up these archers, and what we're going to see here is, oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. We've got pikes holding this position. The archers are going to be key at this point. The question I have for the attackers is, do they still have ammo? Because if they do, you know they're going to focus down the pikemen. I think exactly that's what they're going to do. They have the Cretan archers, they have the Syrian heavy archers moving up, and they're most likely going to fire down on those pikemen and try to, kill as many as possible. You know what I'm trying to say. But Bactria is sending in archers now against these spears. We have a little defensive position here by Syracuse, who's got some depleted. No, these are pikemen, but they are down. They've taken some casualties. Look at this helmet. That's a cool helmet. So it's all coming down to their pikes. Obviously, the defenders have been saving their pikes for this final stand. Nice little push here by these archers. Again, I guess they're using kind of weaker troops to try to soften up the defenses before the more elite troops go into the battle. And look at this, guys. Oh, God. The spears, the pikes, they are getting obliterated, and this is a big problem. The balance of power has now officially shifted in favor of the attackers. Oh, God. And it's like they come this way to replace. Look how cool this is. That unit looks so cool. Now they're running away. There they go. Look at this. And now the fight is getting nasty. Oh. Oh. These men are going to have no trouble cutting through these archers. And now the general, Pergamon's general, is closing in. And they're going to send up another unit. Oh, Pontus's general's moving in. And Armenia is going to more than happy meet them on the battlefield and take on these generals to try to get them off and cause a morale loss for their forces. So this is not good. With the pikemen gone, this center area is just gonna be disaster. Because they're gonna, where exactly is, oh, this is the capture point right here too. Oh no. This is not looking good for the defenders. This is crazy. This battle just completely flipped. It was a well-timed attack with the elephants. Got some elite units that are holding against Bactria. Seleucids are pushing and helping Bactria on this side. Pikemen taking on pikes. That's a good move right there. We got the bronze shield versus the Arca. Yeah, the Syracuse pikemen. I don't know how to pronounce it. Now we've got archers charging into the front, and they're going to take on the thorax swordsmen. Try to just keep them at bay to protect their pikemen, so the pikemen can focus on the enemy pikes. The enemy. Anyways, words are hard today, but when are they not? Pergamon's general is crumbling, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see a charge over here of forces. It looks like they're just using their skirmishing abilities. But you're going to see a charge of forces over on this side because you don't want them to fall back to try to hold against the Armenians. Also, you can do a little surroundage here, little flanking maneuvers. And the Pontus general is now gone. So Pontus and who's the other general that was holding? Pergamon. So nice little flank around the pikes. The pikes have nothing they can do about it. They're going to get charged in the rear, and it's going to be nasty. Now we got the pikemen moving up, and we have the silver shield swordsman going in as well. And this center is crumbling. The attackers have officially taken this point. Look at this. They have officially taken it. And the defenders have no choice but to abandon this front and go down and help defend this point. Which they are. We got a general moving in. Epirus is moving in. And just like that, this battle completely shifted to the favor of the attackers. Got a nice little battle going on in the tall grass, taking on the Syracuse general, trying to get him, off the battlefield. To kill him just like all the other generals who have fallen, like the Pergamon general and the Pontus general. I think Parthia's general is dead too. This might be the last general of the battle. And there you have it, guys. I think this battle is all said and done. There's really nothing the defenders can do at this point. There's just too many of them. But what a fight. I mean, I honestly, looking back on this battle, I honestly thought Bactria would be done for. I thought Epirus was going to be done for because they lost so many. Lost so many to elephants. But I think Parthia's army, Parthia relied heavily on their cavalry. They had the 2 units of elephants. They had the 3 units of elite cataphracts that just did. The cataphracts didn't really get the job done. The elephants, on the other hand, did excellent, but it just wasn't enough. I think if he was able to do more damage with the cataphracts, he would have been looking better. But yeah, just wasn't enough. And now we've got some pike units from Epirus closing in. Syracuse trying to reinforce the line. Looks like we got a nice little flanking maneuver by the silver shield swordsman, Syracuse's general. And this honestly is, well, this is probably going to be the last of of Syracuse. Their general is right in the mix, and if this general falls, you know the rest of his men are going to fall with him. Imagine having to fight that. Screw that. Yeah, no. He's like, why? Why? Why do we fight? Oh, he's still alive. He's like, no. Oh, poor guy. At least we didn't have to see him suffer. And there you have it, guys. Syracuse breaks there, and that's going to be the end of this battle. So really great teamwork here. We've got some players I want to give some shout out here. These are all, most of these guys are YouTube members, which I really appreciate. So Armored going as Armenia. We have Buds going as Bactria. Excuse me, Unclutch, who got 3,000 kills, going as the Seleucids. Poopy Man going Epirus, who really suffered from the elephant charge, but they still carried their weight. And then we have Dave the Vassal going as Pontus. Charlie going as Parthia. Crazy Town Crazy going as Syracuse. And Lord Ellington going as Pergamon. So I want to look at the kills here of these elephants. Oh! 480 and 595, but you can look elsewhere that his army, his infantry, poo-poo. They did nothing. His cataphracts, one got 100, his general got almost 300, but 42, 58, not going to cut it for that type of unit. The archer's doing decent, but maybe they could have potentially gotten more, like getting the 300s, but yeah. Just Parthia didn't have good enough infantry. So let me just really quick show you guys all the armies here, and or all the kills, so you can pause it and look at the kills. But that's gonna wrap it up here, guys, for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle as much as I did. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a dislike and let me know why. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.